What's going on, everybody? My name is Phantomatic, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build Honkai Star Rail's final character for the 2.5 lineup, Lingsha. If you were to ask me what Lingsha does, then I'd happily answer by saying healing, breaking, and dealing damage. Yeah, she kinda held the devs at gunpoint and just said, give me everything. With her furry little companion, witnessing her gameplay would surely have you spending your hard-earned gems to have on your account. As always, here are the materials you'll need to get your Lingsha to level 80. Anyways, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and let's get to building. Lingsha's main gimmick is based around her summon, Fuiyuan, and if we can look at her technique, Wisp of Aurora, she's able to immediately summon Fuiyuan and inflict 2 turns of her debuff called Befog. Her ultimate, Dripping Mistscape, also deals with Befog, allowing her to inflict this debuff when she uses her ultimate. Her ultimate also explains that Befog increases the enemy's break effect by 25% at level 8, and is able to allow Lingsha to immediately take action and heal her entire team. Her skill, Smoke and Splendor, deals damage to multiple enemies and allows her summon Fuiyuan's action to advance forward by 20% at level 8. And lastly, her passive, Misstance Manifest, which allows Lingsha's skill to summon Fuiyuan to the field. Fuiyuan can follow-up attack and will prioritize its damage to enemies who have little to no toughness. This passive will also allow Lingsha to dispel 1 debuff from an ally and allows her to heal her teammates. Her Ascensions goes as listed. Her Ascension 2 will increase her attack by 25% and her outgoing healing by 10% of her break effect, up to a maximum of 50% for attack and 20% for her healing. Her Ascension 4 will allow her basic attack to regenerate 10 energy, and her Ascension 6 will allow her summon Fuiyuan to immediately use its follow-up attack if any of Lingsha's teammates' HP falls to 60% or below. It will also not reduce Fuiyuan's count and can trigger after a 2-turn cooldown. When it comes to which traces you should prioritize, in order it's going to be Ultimate, Talent, Skill, then Basic Attack. And for her Ascensions, I'd recommend unlocking A4, A6, and A2 in that order. As for her mini traces, I'd recommend going for the Break Effect and HP ones first, then the attack ones. As for her relics, her best option is going to be the 4-piece Passerby of Wandering Cloud set, since it'll not only increase her outgoing healing, but also recover 1 skill point at the start of the battle, meaning you wouldn't have to really worry about skill point management right away. However, you can mix it up and go with the 2-piece Messenger Traversing Hackerspace. And I said 2-piece because the 4-piece effect wouldn't work with Lingsha because she isn't using her ultimate on an ally. So I'll quickly go through the list of combos with the 2-piece messenger set. The 2-piece Passerby of Wandering Cloud, which will increase her healing. The 2-piece Thief of Shooting Meteor to increase her break effect. Or the 2-piece Iron Cavalry to increase her break effect. You can also use the 4-piece Thief of Shooting Meteor set, since it'll increase her break effect and also regenerate 3 energy if she weakness breaks an enemy. There's also the 4-piece Eagle of Twilight line set, which will advance Lingsha's actions by 25%. However, I wouldn't recommend farming this set unless you're super sweaty and want to completely maximize on your Lingsha, but you're just better off farming the first 2 relic sets I talked about. As for Planar Orbs, Fleet of the Ages is her best option since it'll increase her max HP and will buff everyone's attack when her speed reaches 120 or higher. There's also Lushaka, the Sunken Seas, which will increase her energy regen and will increase the attack of the first character in the team lineup by 12%. Forge of the Kalpagni Lantern is another great pick since it'll increase her speed and will increase her break effect by 40% when attacking an enemy that has fire weakness. Sprightly Von Walk is another option since it will increase her energy regen by 5% and will have her actions advance forward by 40% when she has 120 speed or higher. Broken Keel is her last option since it will increase everyone's crit damage when her effect rest is at 30% or higher. As for the main stats on your relics, you'd want to go for outgoing healing on your body, speed on your feet, attack percent on your sphere, and break effect or energy regen on your rope. As for substats, you'd want to go for break effect, speed, attack, and HP. When it comes to teams with Lingsha, she's most definitely going to see a lot of play on Firefly's team. Not only is she consistently healing and dealing a lot more damage than an E6 Gallagher, but is also doubling the increased break effect that enemies are receiving. While Gallagher at most is giving a 13% increase in break effect for the enemies, Lingsha is dealing over 20% at just level 8 with her ultimate. So, if you want to have an even more pleasant experience with your Firefly team, then I'd highly recommend going for Lingsha. However, there's nothing wrong with skipping and keeping Gallagher on the team, since it'll just be higher numbers at the end of the day. However, you can also replace your Aventurine on your Acheron team for Lingsha. Not only does she debuff with her ultimate, but she'll consistently heal your team with Fuiwon and increase break effect the enemies receive for easier clears. If you're missing Robin on your Feixiao team, then Lingsha would be another great option as a sustain on your team. Her consistent follow-up attacks and healing would allow for a solid team comp with her. This would also apply for your Dr. Ratio team as well. She also works in incredible synergy with Harmony MC and Ron May. With Harmony MC, she'll always prioritize the enemies with little to no break effect, which means with Harmony MC's ultimate, Super Break is going to be dealing some serious damage. And Ron May will increase Lingsha's break effect efficiency, which would also combo into Harmony MC's Super Break damage and just overall toughness damage. Lingsha's signature 5-star Lightcone Scent Alone Stays True is her best option, since it'll greatly increase her break effect, apply Wolf-Free to enemies for 2 turns, which will allow them to take increased damage, which is boosted further if her break effect is 150% or higher. The 5-star Lightcone Night of Fright is her second best option, since it'll increase her energy regen and will restore health to the teammate with the lowest amount of health, and also increases the heal teammate attack, which can be stacked up to 5 times for 2 turns. The 5-star Lightcone Echoes of the Coffin is her third best 5-star option, since it'll increase her attack and will regenerate energy for every enemy she hits, and will increase everyone's speed for 1 turn when she uses her ult. The 4-star Lightcone Quid Pro Quo is her best 4-star option, since it'll randomly regenerate energy to any ally who has energy lower than 50%. The 4-star Lightcone Post-Op Conversation is her second best 4-star option, since it'll increase her energy regen and outgoing healing. What is Real is her last 4-star option, since it'll increase her break effect and her basic attack will heal herself. And the 3-star Lightcone Multiplication is her only 3-star option. I'll give you your answer right away. Lingsha is most definitely free-to-play friendly. I honestly don't believe there's anything that's locked away behind her Eidolons. However, if you are looking to pull dupes, then her E1 or her E2 is the deepest you should go for. Since her E1 is going to increase her break effect efficiency by 50% and will reduce enemies' defenses when their weakness broken. And her E2 is going to increase everyone's break effect by 40% for 3 turns when she uses her ultimate. As for her E4 and E6, I will put them up on screen for you right now. But if they're not really worth going for, I won't personally go over them in my videos. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this build guide. I know I'm a bit late, but my Yang lore video had my attention 24/7. As always, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next Honkai Star Rail video. Signing off.